Is an LA-based creative and founder of the wellness community Lune Soleil. Jenna is filled with knowledge when it comes to sustainable wellness and healing for the mind, body, and soul. Lune Soleil has been able to provide wellness to the community through events, products, and education. Jenna is always sharing incredible vegan recipes, holistic wellness practices, and really inspires all of her friends and followers to better care for themselves and one another. Jenna will be discussing all of this, and then we will do a 15-minute guided meditation and sound bath.
Yay! Thank you so much for that. I never had an intro like that. So honored to be here. And
Wow, thank you so much for coming in. It's actually really crazy. It was like this time last year when you had your event, right?
so for anyone who doesn't know, Lune Soleil, after of course that beautiful introduction, but Lune Soleil is essentially my creative wellness collective where my whole thing is helping others guide themselves back to harmonious balance within the mind, body, and spirit. And just being someone who has suffered through very difficult mental health, just a very difficult mental health journey, especially during college. I also went to USC, and it was not, I guess, the college experience that I was expecting because I ended up getting diagnosed with bipolar type 1 disorder like the end of my freshman year. And pretty much up until that point, until maybe 3 years ago, was just an up and down learning experience of how to, one, accept that diagnosis, and then two, do something about it to where I can actually function as a human, because I experienced depression and mania as well as severe social anxiety. And if anyone would have told me I'd be like doing the things that I'm doing now, where I'm literally hosting and talking to people and just sharing parts of myself, like I wouldn't believe you. So with Lune Soleil, this time last year was our first event, and Sophie actually came. So thank you, Sophie, for supporting me in that way. It was a really beautiful event where we had sound bowls and meditation and community journaling, and every ticket included a free, or I guess not free, but it was included a vegan meal and beverage that was home cooked by me. And just kind of taking all of the different tools and creative mediums and bringing them into one gathering for like-minded individuals to find that, even if just in a couple of hours, a sense of balance, a sense of feeling seen or feeling like you belong, but also feeling like you are really nourishing and like healing your mind, body, and spirit from the inside out. And so obviously quarantine and the pandemic happened 2 months later, and it really shifted just my entire plans and expectations. We had a second event in February, and then we were already planning for a retreat for the summer solstice, which was going to be overnight, like a couple of days, and then we were going to have an event even before that. But with unexpected circumstances, you just learn to flow and pivot. And I feel like that's also a big thing that I want, or I intend for Lune Soleil to help others realize, is that you never really know how life is going to turn out. I definitely didn't expect to experience the mental health things that, I did during college, especially when that's something you look forward to for like half of your life at that point. And so I think just with my personal journey and the calling that I felt to even create Lune Soleil, it's been to let others and help others see that regardless of, whatever your journey or your path, or wherever your journey or your path takes you, and the unexpected twists and turns, you always have a way of finding a place of like equilibrium within yourself when you do practice self-care. But you also take the time to be with people who support you, and consume the food, the music, the content that makes you feel good from the inside out. And so, not to make this too long, but now that we're in 2021 and it's still the pandemic. Throughout this, I don't even know how long it's been, 9, 10 months. I've really been exploring different ways to effectively still fulfill my mission while, staying safe and doing things virtually. And I'm really excited to share that after, or I guess next month, really, but especially after this panel, I will be starting to offer virtual sound healing sessions, and as well as sustainable, organic self-care products that are infused with crystals and herbs. I'm currently studying herbalism as well, just to expand my knowledge and share that with others. So I think that is pretty much what I can say in a nutshell. But if you'd like to learn more, you can either go to my page, my Instagram, Schmenna, and my Lune Soleil is tagged in my bio. It's a little difficult to spell because it's two French words, Lune and Soleil, which is moon and sun. So that's where that balance comes in. But yeah, I think, it's the beginning of the year and a lot of crazy things have already been happening, and we're still just processing 2020. So I thought it would be really cool to offer a guided meditation and sound bath to just help relax and clear any just like stagnant or blocked energy. And sorry about that car. But behind me, I have my sound bowls and my tongue drum. So I'd love to play for you guys and just bring you to a different place, a little portal of healing. So yeah, feel free to just find a comfortable position wherever you are. You can sit, traditional cross-legged with your spine aligned, or you can just lay, whatever feels good for you. It's good for me. But I'm gonna get over here. Okay. So, no need to worry about looking at me or the screen. You can close your eyes and just find some grounding in wherever your position is. And I want you to just take a moment to clear your breathing passages. So inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the mouth. Just slow your breath down with deep, intentional breaths. And I want you to roll your neck out, and maybe roll your shoulders back, just giving your body a good stretch. Thank you for being. Thank you for being here. Thank you to the Luna Collective and Unpublished Magazine for hosting this beautiful virtual space. Inhale through the nose. Hold. And exhale through the mouth. I'd like you to set an intention for what you'd like to receive from either this meditation or this overall panel, and maybe even deeper what you'd like to receive from this year. We're already nearing the end of January, the first month of 2021, and things are still a little uncertain, but that's okay. Finding gratitude in the present moment. Finding gratitude for our journey, for our ability to still be here and smile and create and connect. Take a deep breath together one more time. Inhaling through the nose, holding that intention, feeling the beauty, feeling the relief, feeling the joy of having it here right now in this moment. And exhaling, letting go of our attachment to it and trusting that it's coming to us right now in divine timing. And you can just take this moment right now to bring your breath back to a steady pace. Roll out your neck and shoulders. Give your back a good stretch once more. Gently wiggling your fingers and toes. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes. Thank you for being, and thank you for sharing this practice with me.
Wow, that was really, really nice. I feel like I can speak for everyone. I'm really on a vibe right now. Thank you so much, Jenna. No, we have like 5 minutes. Becca and I had a few questions. We just wanted to open it up for everyone as well, since I don't know, you're doing a lot of cool different things, and I'd love to kind of talk a little bit more about some of that. So if anyone has any questions, feel free to raise your hand at any given point or drop it in the chat. We'll just quickly go through some questions. I know you kind of touched a lot on your introduction. Very good at speaking with all that. But you kind of mentioned about, and I've seen some posts about some rebranding and kind of the relaunch of the community. What can we kind of expect from you, and what are you hoping this year brings?
Thank you. And thank you everyone for all your beautiful comments. I'm so happy that you enjoyed it. So it's funny because I feel like I didn't like before I knew about the panel or anything, but just with maneuvering with Lune Soleil, I didn't officially announce that I was like closing down to rebrand. It kind of just naturally became the state of what I was doing, if that makes sense. And I realized that knowing myself, it's better for me to just do that work and, just the rebranding, the brainstorming, the planning, all the things silently. And once I'm actually ready to bring these new offerings, make that more of an announcement. Because I do tend to have this thing where like I feel like if I let people know that this is what I'm trying to do before I actually even get started, I think that it'll do this like, okay, I have pressure on me, so now I have to do it. But I've learned that like 7 times out of 10, I end up overwhelming myself, just because I'm sure so many people in this chat alone are like multi hyphenate creatives. So obviously, Sophie, you met me and I was a photographer, and like photography will still be my first love, but pivoting even from like, okay, I'm not doing freelance photography anymore, to now focusing on just what I really want to do with just sharing this healing and sharing just community in general. It's been just an interesting experience to kind of like navigate how to announce what I'm doing, but also effectively accomplish my goals and meet my deadlines and things of that sort. So for this time, I can confidently say that now, as I relaunch for next month, I've been working on completely like redesigning the website, having new offerings in terms of the sound bath and meditation. That's been something I've just been doing like on live on Instagram. And I feel very confident in like the past however long of quarantine with just practicing on my friends and, doing the lives and things like that, that this is something that I received enough feedback to now, offer that for others. And so before I officially make it like a paid kind of service, you guys get the kind of like sneak peek before I officially announce it on the page, but I will be doing trial runs where I'm offering essentially uh, what you've experienced here, but for 30 minutes for free. So there will be a little application that's going to be on the site. And if any of you are interested, please just check us check us out on Instagram, and you'll find the application to receive a free sound bath session so that I can just gain more testimonials and really see how it affects others, especially just diverse groups. So, I'm really focusing on BIPOC communities, allies, LGBTQ. Like this, I feel like sound is such a powerful ancient medicine that obviously music, of course, like when the collective is always highlighting like beautiful music artists, and music has the ability to change our lives, but playing with these like bowls and these instruments and not really using language, but more so the actual sounds to just allow it to like wash over your thoughts is so powerful to me. And to be able to see how it has impacted myself, my partner, my friends is just amazing. And I know that just having this out to the world will have such a great impact. So that was a bit of a rant, or not a rant, but a ramble. But
That
that's
was
that.
amazing. Thank you so much for doing that. I know I really appreciate it and needed that. And I'm sure a lot of other people in this panel would as well. So thank you so much for taking the time and hopping on and doing this.
Yeah, thank you. It's really great that I love that you broke it up into like different themes to highlight entrepreneurs, creatives, but also wellness and sustainability. And I think it's really beautiful that just as a collective, of like humanity, especially like our generation, we just have this like burning desire to consistently like bring connection and like genuine, authentic connection and healing, whether that's through art, through wellness, through starting our own businesses, having that independent financial stability, things that we're not really taught necessarily in school, but we have that like inkling in our spirit to learn and just facilitate through like trial and error and just doing it. So shout out to you guys. But I'm not sure if I can hear.
I think
Oh,
that's
there you
all we have. Thank you again. Seriously, that was so beautiful. I'm really excited for everything moving forward. It sounds like you got a lot coming up. You're scheming. And yeah, thank you again. Really, really appreciate it.
Thank you. And thank you all for having me.